I got some pizza out of that and a beer. I didn't get chosen for any of the rewards, which I kind of expected because I didn't think the people that won the rewards were going to take me anyway. But camp was weird because we all got a clue. I think everybody got the same exact clue. So we're all running to the porta potty. Like there's like I don't know if you guys saw some of the trackers, but literally everybody's diving at the porta potty. It was like a foot race there. Unfortunately, my side did not get any advantage. I'm pretty sure Corey has it or Eric. I think it's a extra vote of some sort because they're campaigning really hard for just one more vote to at least tie it up. So if anybody flips, it'll probably be Mackenzie because she's super sketchy, and every time I tell her something, I hear it from somebody else.
So, if you had it up to you, which reward would you have wanted to go on?
Definitely the spa.
And when you think about the stuff that was going down back at camp, tell me what happened with you, Angela, and Noah last night.
Oh, we pretty much. I mean, we talked some game. Noah went kind of. Well, I don't want to air his business on camera, but he's going through some stuff. We kind of just, we're. I hope we're all on the same page. I know Noah's public enemy number one, or it could be me. But I personally want to sit next to Noah because everybody voice how much they don't like him. And I feel like if you guys don't like him, then I would want to sit in with him because I want the best shot to win. And some people don't understand that strategy. They don't like it. And we're somehow being lumped into this mean girls. Like, when have I ever been, viewers, when have I ever been mean? When have Dewan have ever been mean to anybody? That's crazy talk. But yeah, I'm being lumped in with him because I am hanging out with him. But the thing is, I've been on a tribe with him for a little bit. No one chose me to go on the reward, and no one chose him to go on the reward. So what do you expect me to do?
And while we're talking, we have an extinction coming up.
Yeah.
If this extinction went your way,
Corey.
what would... I didn't even get to finish my
Corey,
question.
100%. He's just really passive aggressive about everything. And like, I don't know if that's just gameplay or if that's really how he is in real life, but like everything is just a snarky comment. Like when we were like all like following them because we knew they had the clue, and then he like comes up to us, "What's your alliance name?" Like it's just like the little shit, which I think is terrible jury management. But that's just me.
Thank you, Dewan. Any final thoughts for our live audience?
To everybody that's watching, that's rooting for me, I don't know how safe I am today because everybody is giving me one-word answers, which is not a good sign. So either I'm being voted out or they're going to vote Noah out and not tell me. I just think it's a bad game move to let the Blood Fang people make it to the end. They already have 2 Blood Fangs in the jury. I say we all get to the end. Sky Ripper strong. Now they have to choose, right? But that's it.
Thank you, Dewan.
Thank you.
Okay, good morning, Eric. So, last night you were at the Survive Cinema. Tell us about it.
So we started with an auction. Well, we started with touchy subjects. I didn't get anything, but I didn't get anything negative, so I'll take that. It really wasn't much negative, but that basically led into an auction where Corey ended up winning a screening of a movie, which was Jurassic Park. He had the option to take 2 people. He chose me and Mariah, which I'm really glad he was able to choose me because I didn't win anything else. I didn't really have much money, but at least I was able to partake in some type of reward. During the reward, we all got to split some popcorn, and we had multiple flavors. So, of course, in my mind, something's probably hidden in here or hidden around or something. So, we're just like, I was like, oh, let's share flavors and like just dump in and out, in and out. And I would specifically, like, as I was dumping it away from from Mariah's face, just so she wouldn't see anything. And eventually, here comes the clue. Corey snatches it, gets it. Great. He reads it. Enjoy the movie. We don't think about it. The movie was great. After the movie, we get to see videos from our loved ones, which, I mean, it was only 5 days ago, so I was like, I don't know how I'm going to react to this, but my cat's very ill right now, so it was really nice to see that my mom was able to say that my cat's doing well, so that's really good. But then, like, back into game mode, so the clue basically stated, it said something's going to be hidden in the bathroom. What we didn't know is every single party had a clue to say, go to the bathroom. And literally we get back to camp, and me and Corey do a mad dash to the bathroom. We search in and out of it, literally everywhere, nothing. And then as we like go inside, here comes Noah. Here comes the group. We just say, all right, whatever. We didn't think anything was in there. Something's wrong. Maybe somebody else already found it. We just go back. We actually hid behind where the water well was. We waited for them to go back to camp. We went back. And then we just look again, nothing. And then all of a sudden, they start coming back. When we start seeing them coming back, we decided to go in Spy Shack mode. So we hid right behind the brush, and we literally listened to them for almost 30 minutes. Like, they were going in and out. They were just, like, waiting for something to happen. They were all hanging out by the bathroom. They were shit-talking each other. It was hard to tell, like, what they were saying, but they were, like, Noah was explaining how he was mad at Mackenzie for not taking him. It was just getting messy. There were some things that we couldn't hear because it was a little too far away, but it was very clear that there's a cut. While we're there, we're talking about, like, let's go check the other bathroom. So once they finally left, we take a mad dash to this bathroom, and there it is right there. We open it up. It's a safety without power. It's very obvious that they're going to target Corey this round, or Maris, or something along those lines. He's going to exit this tribal council, which puts me at risk, because if he goes, they might target me. So what do I do this morning? I took his red bag, which had the advantage because I put some rocks in it, put some whatever in it. I staged it early in the morning into a tree, and then Mariah woke up. I was the first one who wakes up, goes to the bathroom. I'm going to walk into the bathroom. I just start looking casually. I look on the other side. I start having a conversation with her, go to the other side, and then I see it in the corner of my eye, and I wanted to make sure she saw it. I grabbed it. I got so excited. I was like, my heart's beating. Like, I tried to like showcase that I had like so much adrenaline because I wanted to feel real. So she thinks I have something. She's like, do you want me to say anything or not say anything? I was like, don't say anything. She probably already told the whole world. So we're gonna probably go into live tribal council mode because they all think they're gonna vote for Corey. Corey's gonna win. They think I have an idol. I'm like this close from getting Angela and Jameson on our side. Mackenzie is annoyed that Noah's mad at her for not taking her. Maris is being excluded from conversations. I literally need one person to get on our side because then it will be 4-4. I can use my my block vote advantage, which it's luck, but I think I might be able to at least block one, and then that's my goal to hopefully stay safe. Watch this tribal council. It's going to be fun.
Oh my God, Eric. I don't even know what to say. I think the only thing I want to hear is, since you went to the Survivor Cinema, how are you going to ensure that your end credits aren't playing?
Literally everything I just said there, I just have to make people think that I'm not going anywhere and I can't go anywhere. And I've been like dropping a little bit of hints, basically stating that like, hey, whatever happens tonight, you're gonna be fine. And I'm trying not to lie to anybody, but I'm trying to hold back information until the right time to kind of. I know people want to keep me in, so.
Who's going home tonight?
Oh God, I have no idea. We're not gonna know until tribal council. I'm leaning towards Noah, but there might be a push from Mariah. So if it goes in my direction, either Noah or Mariah will go.
Sounds good. Thank you, Eric.
Thank
Good morning,
Good
Angela.
morning. Do you like my bum fit this morning?
Ugh, day 7 fit
Yeah, I woke
down.
up like an hour ago. Everybody's been awake and I was out.
I love that. Just chilling like a villain. But you're not a villain, Angela,
No,
so
I
tell
know.
us what is going down at this
Oh
camp.
my gosh, y'all are messy. Okay, I'll come a little closer to Zach. Y'all are messy. The crew last night in the porta potty, everybody got the same crew. I didn't realize that. We get back to camp and it's a scramble. Personally, I was like, I'm gonna sit this one out because I'm tired and it's already messy, but I enjoyed watching. It was a mess. Very emotional. Lots of scrambling. Corey and Eric run off to look for it because Corey's the one who found it. And then I'm back at camp and I was like, they're doing their thing. Everybody's doing their thing. I don't want to get in the middle of any of it. But then the group comes in and was like, oh, we have to follow them. We have to follow them. And I was like, do we? Do we have to follow them? We did. We're walking. We see them. We come back. It's just this whole mess. I'm like, I'm tired. If they have it, they have it. If they don't, they don't. I feel like, yes, it is an advantage, but at the end of the day, it doesn't set the game in stone. So, emotions are high. People are sensitive. End of the night comes. I'm cocooning in the hammock because I need some me time. I go to the tarp to lay down. I notice like, oh, my stuff is still here, but there's 4 other people on the tarp. Someone's in a chair, someone moved to the hammock, and there's 2 people on the other tarp. So I'm like, are 5 of us cramming on this tarp right now? And they were like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm gonna move over there because there's 2 people on that tarp. And they're like, oh, you don't have to do that. I was like, I know I don't have to, but it's like, why would I be 5 crammed in one tarp when there's a tarp over there for 8? And then Noah turns to me and was like, are you sure you want to do that? Are you okay doing that? I was like, why would I not be? Like, stop that, cut that out. It's fine. Just a lot of emotional stuff, a lot of sides being divided.
So, how are you going to ensure that your plan still stays solidified and not chiseled away at?
So I am working right now with Noah, Mariah, Mackenzie. I don't know where she completely stands, but I think her and I are kind of in the same spot. And Dewan. Jameson and I are tight, and Jameson is kind of with that group, but not completely in it. I think for my best game, it's good to stay in that group so we stay in the majority, and then I could diverge into my alliance with Jameson and Eric. I'm working with them. Jameson since the beginning, Eric since I've come back. I've been trying to get Eric on my side. It's just been hard because he's been on the outs with the group that I've been in. So I don't trust anybody in my group besides Jameson, honestly, and I feel like I could trust Eric enough right now. Everybody else in my group, I feel like we're all just using each other to get ahead, and then that's when we're gonna split and the claws are gonna come out. So I'm trying to solidify that. People keep trying to like get me to switch to go with like Maris and Corey, which I understand, but at the same time, if I flip to go on that side, we're in the minority, and I feel like I'm at the bottom of that group. So I do have like a plan set in place to continue with the majority now and then secure my spot with my own personalized alliance who I feel a lot closer with.
If your personalized alliance were to come together, who is making the cut?
Once I know that we're in a good spot, making a cut for my alliance or who
Yeah.
would boot out?
Oh, both. Give us the
I was
tea.
about to say the food out. Jameson and Eric. Mariah a bit, but I just feel like the more we go on, I do not trust Mariah. I think Dewan. But that spot's open. I'm open to hearing what everybody else in my little alliance wants to do. I'm a very flexible girl. Where I want to boot would be Noah. I think that this game is just a lot for them, and I think it's a lot for everybody else to be with them in this. I think them being out of the game would be the best for their mental health and the best for everybody else's mental health. So I would give them the boot. Unfortunately, no offense.
Thank you, Angela. Anything else for our live audience?
No, I'm sleepy, but I'm gonna try my best today. I swear I will not look like a bum later. I'll try to somewhat compose myself.
Viewers, it's really cold and windy, so we'll see you when you're composed.
Thank you. Toodaloo.
Thank you, Angela.
me clear a bit.
Audience, get ready. Okay. Good morning, Noah.
Good morning, everybody.
I have a lot of questions, so we'll
Yes.
just run through them and give us like the highlights. But first
Okay.
off, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little bit better than yesterday. I think I kind of hit a mental block a little bit, as well as I got sick off of a baked potato. I don't think it was a baked potato necessarily. I think what I did was I mixed all of the condiments together, the sour cream, the cheese, and the bacon, and I kind of like whipped it up. And I put a little garlic in there, and then I just kind of ate that shit raw. Don't do that at home if you haven't eaten in like a bunch of days, because that will fuck with your stomach.
So when you get back to camp, it sounds like a lot of people needed to use the bathroom. What was up with that?
Okay, so when we got back to camp, I found a little scroll that had a clue, and the clue pretty much led to the porta potty. So I already wasn't feeling good, and let me just give you a quick little rundown on what fucking happened. Everybody gets back to camp. Well, everyone walking to camp. Eric and Corey are walking ahead of everybody. We get to camp, they're nowhere to be found. 1 second, I see them like pretty much speed walking up the hill. I try to grab a flashlight. Everyone's kind of stalling. I grabbed a wand. I said, fuck it, let's go. I start running up the hill. I stop, I throw up, keep running. I'm trying to get to the porta potty as quick as I fucking can. They get there first. They obviously find something. We think it's a two-parter because they were in the porta potty for a little bit. Then they left the porta potty and fucking disappeared. Then shit kind of hit the fan because I was out there just trying to get some fresh air, just trying to like breathe because I'm still not feeling good. I tried to poop a little bit. Didn't really get anything came out. But pretty much what happened was it was me, Mariah, and Dewan all sitting there talking about the clue because obviously we're all three working together. And Maris comes and goes, where is everybody? Like, this is a pretty big group. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I said I just needed to stand out here because to get some clear like air because I'm obviously not feeling good and I'm still feeling nauseous. And I'm kind of telling them exactly what like I have. Mackenzie's in the bathroom. She's in the porta potty. Long story short, Mariah asked me straight up, she goes, so wait, what did the clue exactly say? And then Emmaus looks at me and goes, yeah, so wait, what did the clue say? And I was like, oh, it said something along the lines of it's like a porta potty. Like, it's like the bathroom. I was like sitting on the throne, blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, well, do you have the clue with you? I was like, no. I was like, do you? And she goes, wait, what? I was like, yeah, like I'm guessing because you asked me what the clue was, like everyone has a clue. And I put to Mariah, I said, you have a clue because Mariah just explained what exactly happened with like at her little camp movie night. And Amaris was like, no. And then at that point, Mackenzie comes out the bathroom and Amaris goes, so you lied to me? And Mackenzie goes, so you lied to me. And then Amaris shoots in the bathroom, comes out the bathroom after like a couple minutes, and then she's like, well, starts walking away, and she's like, no, you fucking lied to me. And then she goes, no, you fucking lied to me. And then they storm off, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So everyone's kind of like running around. Mind you, I'm still throwing up on the side. And we had to get back to camp, and nobody's gonna be found. The two little boys are off in the woods, probably cruising. I don't fucking know what they're doing. I'm running around looking for them. Everyone's looking for them. It's like probably 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. We're like walking around, no flashlights, trying to find these people, and we just can't. And I don't know. Shit's gonna hit the fan. Long story short, there's gonna be a very interesting travel because I also hit a fake idol yesterday out in the woods, but Eric found it, but Amaris knows it's fake, so I don't know what's gonna happen, and I just hope Corey goes. Thank you.
Wait, we're not done. I have things to ask. We need to go back. We need to talk about touchy subjects and the auction a little bit quicker.
Okay.
So please tell us what happened there.
I don't fucking know. I was just writing down names what people thought I thought would say. I didn't realize my name would get brought up a lot. I do know I'm a flirt. But everything else, I was just kind of like, it is what it is. Like, I was a little bit upset at the auction. I did have the lowest amount of money. I was kind of hoping that there would be like a sleeping bag or something because I've been kind of raw dogging it every night. So I was a little upset that there wasn't anything more of like comfort for like the last 2 nights here. But you know what? I'm a thug. I'm from the streets. And so it is what it is. I'm going to raw dog it again tonight if I have to. So
how are you going to make sure that you don't end up back on the streets tonight?
I don't know. Like, I generally don't know. Like, right now, I feel like I have a good alliance. I feel like I could be going home this morning, so it's never an easy feeling. But I'm going to keep my head strong. If I do go home, like I said before, I found an idol, I played an idol successfully, I made a fake idol, someone found a fake idol, I've won immunity as a group, I made merge, I made jury, it's day 7, I pushed myself more than I could ever push myself, and I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm proud of the way I play the game. I know I'm a manipulative bitch, and I know these people know I'm a manipulative bitch, but you know, it's the only way I know how to do things. So if I have to tug on some emotions and if I have to tug on some heartstrings to kind of get to the end, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to make it, because that's all I know how to do. All I've ever done in my life is fight and survive, and that's what I'm going to continue to do out here. And if people don't like the way that I do it, then I'm sorry that you didn't have to deal with that growing up, but I did, so that's all I know how to do.
Thank you, Noah.
My pleasure.
Good morning, Jameson.
Good morning.
So you had the auction last night. Tell us how that went, and tell us how Touchy Subjects went.
Last night was easily the best night of the game. I'll start with Touchy Subjects. Touchy Subjects was fantastic for me. I don't think I was the name that came to the top of anything, which is really good news. It means that my threat level has come down a bit. I don't think anyone's looking at me as a threat to get out immediately. Winning this necklace at the auction could not have been better, because it also doesn't increase my threat level. I bought a covered item. I happen to get the necklace. It's not like, oh look, Jameson was really good at running or won this endurance challenge or something like that. So I'm in a really good position right now. I think people want to work with me for a couple rounds. I know there's a couple people who are willing to go to the end with me. Going on the She Shed reward was amazing. We easily won the best one. I'm so grateful to Mackenzie for taking me. She's my number one. I didn't want to have to make it hard for her to take me, which is why I spoke up and said, oh my back, like I need the hot tub, which is actually true. But it made it easy for her to pick me and help us bond more, talk more, get aligned. But we had a lovely time in the hot tub. You know, we talked about options with Maris, and you kind of have to do something like that, saying, oh, we're going to work together. But none of us want to sit next to Maris in the end. Everyone loves her. We think the jury will give her the $1 million easily. Yeah.
Sorry, audio issue. Speak up.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I felt about the auction and last night.
Okay, so Sorry, Jameson. So, as we're preparing for the next extinction, how are you going to ensure that you didn't relax too much at the spa?
Good question. Fortunately, I'm in a situation I don't think I need to be driving the vote because I have this, which is useful. But I just received some information from Mackenzie. It seems that Corey got a safety without power advantage. Now, that's fine with me. I'm going with Corey because that's who most people want. I would actually love to take out Eric. And the reason I want to take out Eric is because I think Angela and Dwan both really like him, and Eric is the biggest thing preventing Angela or Dwan from working with me. I also think out of the final 3 deal that I have with Mackenzie and Koa, Angela, Dwan, and Eric are the other biggest coalition that threatens us. So I'm really hoping Corey does have a safety without power. He plays it. I can leverage our She Shed vacation with Maris to try to drive Eric out of the game.
So, when you get back to camp after the reward, what was it like with the whole cast back together?
It was absolute chaos. So all three groups, the She Shed reward, the Movie reward, and the people who were back at camp, got the same advantage. Something about a throne, which we interpreted to be the porta potty. Mackenzie unfortunately found out last that all three groups had the same clue. And we believe that Corey won the race to go get the advantage, and that's how I believe he had the safety without power. But him and Eric disappeared in the night. We had everyone running all across the property. We went to Dig Dug. I ran out to the lake trying to find them. We actually came back, caught them at Dig Dug, and then they walked back the short way from Dig Dug back to our base camp Bell. I was in the mood to go, run around at night and do some spying. I ran the long way, all the way around the field, and tried to get back to the water station to hide in the woods and do a little spy shack like Tony on Survivor CBS. I almost made it in time. As I was like 30 yards away, Corey, Eric, and Maris got to the water and were able to have their conversation. I was not able to listen in, but it was nuts. People were running around all through the woods.
Oh my God, with everybody running crazy, I know you're feeling good about wearing that necklace.
Very good. I would pay real money to have this right now.
50, I hear 50 going once, twice, and anything else you want to add, Jameson?
I think we're all set. We'll see how this vote shakes out.
Sold. Hey Corey, good morning.
Good morning.
Oof, so I put you guys to bed and it sounds like that wasn't the end of the night.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. So this was probably already explained, but everyone got separated into 3 groups yesterday for our reward basically at the auction, and with that came the same exact clue. So everyone was looking for the same exact clue at the porta potty. Everyone was just looking at the wrong porta potty. But you know who wasn't? Me. So I found the safety without power, which I will be leaving tribal today, and not everyone knows that. We're trying to break into the Sky Rippers to see if they can make a move against themselves, because they are just a tight 5. Eric and I were wandering the forest yesterday, not like trying to figure out where this clue or the safety without power was, and we caught them in a 5 group in conversation, just like at another camp talking, and it just doesn't look good for us if we don't make a move now. I think we can try to pull Angela, but I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens after the tribal.
So Corey, you also caught a little bit of heat at our touchy subjects. What did you win?
I'm not a villain. I don't know why. Oh, okay. I am a villain, and I thought I was being nicer this season, which I am, but I guess not. Maybe it's my persona. I don't know. But if they want a villain, I can give them a villain. Noah asked me to talk, and I said, no, babe, I'm not talking to you. You lie too much. And I told him he's not going to win. I'm trying to get in his head. I want him to break. I want him to cry. I hope he does it this extinction. So you want a villain, I guess here you go.
Oh my God, so it sounds like you're going to be chilling like a villain back at camp.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So since you'll have safety without power and you won't be here, what would you like to have happen in your absence?
I talked to Angela beforehand, and I gave her a heads up of like, hey, you have a big target, I have a big target. I just want to let you know, other people on your side don't have your best interest. She is very annoyed with Noah, so I think our best option is for us to get her and maybe Jameson to pull in and vote for Noah when I'm gone. Eric has a pretend idol, so he's trying to use that as well, but That's my hope, is Noah goes and we can, I don't know, start forming different alliances instead of just this one Sky Rippers alliance that's dominating everything.
So how are you going to ensure that you rip the Sky Rippers apart?
Chaos. I'm gonna start lying, cheating, scandals, anything I can think of to make sure that they break apart. They are so fragile and so annoyed with each other because things aren't going their way. I was supposed to go before Dion, but somebody changed their vote, which I believe was Angela, and that caused a lot of confusion. So the more confusion the better, the more annoyance the better, so bring it on.
Sounds good. Good luck with your debauchery.
Thank you.
Jump into it. Hi, Maris.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. You're looking very refreshed.
Thank you. I finally showered. I finally washed my hair. I smell the best here because I have deodorant. I really maximista that auction. I think I got the most stuff. Didn't have the most money. People were really just trigger shy and it worked to my advantage.
Of the items you won at the auction, what was your favorite?
Oh man. Well, okay, the she shed was really, really fun, but I didn't even win that. I got brought on that. I think the phone call from home was really nice. I got to hear from Stefan. I got a little bit of encouragement to keep fighting in the game, so that one was probably my favorite.
It sounds like there was a softball tournament, or...
We got fourth in the softball tournament! Let's go fruit flies! Yes!
And how... We had to ask. I heard you used it for that.
Yes, I know everyone was worried. We got fourth. It's pretty good for us.
Oh my god. So, Maris, how are you going to ensure that you don't get fourth?
That I don't get fourth? Well, honestly, I'm trying to ensure that I don't get ninth. This is really make or break right now, I think, for me. The big thing I'm working with right now is this morning, Dewan pulled me aside and he said, there's no use in me talking to you anymore because I'm sticking with Sky Rippers fully. So I said, great. Right now, Corey, Eric, maybe Kenzie, and hopefully Jameson and I are going to try to pull a move that will get rid of one of the Sky Rippers and even things out. But I know I have to do that because with Dewan's confirmation that he's not working with me, I know that if I don't go here, I'm going next or I'm going after that. So instead of laying down and taking it in two, I'm going to fight here and try to pull off a move. If not, I go out fighting.
So, we have you guys go on reward.
Yeah.
You're enjoying your time. And you get back to camp. Tell me what it's like when you're all back together.
Oh, it was chaos when we got back to camp. Everyone's running around. Noah's threatening to get sick and running to the bathroom. Turns out that's because there was a clue about a bathroom advantage and he was trying to find it. Kenzie's running after him. Everyone's running to the bathroom. Everyone's splitting up looking for this advantage. Pure chaos all around.
Oh, sorry. Okay. There's just pure chaos.
There was
Okay.
just a lot of chaos.
So how are you going to ensure that you don't get lost in the chaos?
Right now, I think we're trying to use the chaos to our advantage. So I'm hoping we can go live here. Corey will leave tribal, and we will use the chaos to push another name, and hopefully that works out for us.
Well, I hope you're alive after the vote.
I sure do too.
Best of luck, Maris.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mariah.
Good morning.
So, how are you feeling after touchy subjects and the auction at the beach?
Well, I feel great. I got to go on a reward that I probably shouldn't have gone on. I mean, I voted for Corey twice in a row, and he took me on a reward, which is amazing. He didn't have to. It was fun. Got to eat a little bit, watch a movie, touchy subjects. Yeah, it was interesting. It didn't really. A couple things were interesting. It didn't really do anything much for me.
So, you went to our Survive cinema, but was that the most exciting movie you watched last night?
Woo! Okay, like production needs night cameras because the drama was after dark. I mean, actually over dramatic for me. I had to step back a little bit. I'm talking cat fights, yelling, screaming, chasing, whatever tribes we are or not, following each other, running around, and me too, following, FOMO, running around with flashlights, trying to find where other people are, rumors of clues, rumors of idols, absolute chaos. It was so much fun. I felt like I was playing adult hide and seek, but I didn't have a clue. No one showed me the clue, so I was just hanging out for the fun and just get information and know what was happening.
While you guys are all playing hide and seek, how can you ensure you hide in the game?
For me, it's being there, right? Not staying back at camp, which I would have loved to do, and just let them run around, like go to sleep. That makes me stand out. So being there, but hanging back. People are continuing to bury themselves, and I'm just allowing them to do it. I'll say something, give a little wisdom. Not trying to be motherly, but there's just some train wrecks you are not going to be able to stop.
So, we are on day 7. This is a very long game, and we're at the final hurdle. How are you going to make sure you don't trip up?
I am going to stay the course. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to think strategically and calculate. I'm listening. I continue to listen more than I talk. But really, right now, emotions are so high. People are screwing themselves just by talking too much and trying too hard. There's a time to just chill out and just watch what's happening.
With the moves being calculated, how are you going to ensure it all adds up for you in the end?
I think what I just said. I think I need to not get emotional. I lost it yesterday. I had one moment where I was just not in the game, and I need to stay in the game, and I need to remember who I am through the duration. If I don't get in my head, I'll be okay. And if I don't let someone else trigger me, I'll be fine. The rest of it is just easy. It probably would help to win a challenge. Let's see. Yesterday was not a good day. I mean, I didn't. My hearing aid is broke. Lost my glasses last night. And my popcorn bag was the clue to the idol. But we're mixing popcorn, and I'm dumping it in someone else's popcorn, and they grabbed the clue. I'm with someone else this morning walking. We're looking for an idol. They see it we're right there. They see it before me. Like, shit has just not gone my way. It's just a series of unbelievable follies that I'm choosing to laugh at and say there's something better around the corner for me.
Just for our audience, who found something with you?
Day 7, brain, Corey. No. Sorry, Eric found an idol. They were hunting together last night, but Eric found an idol, and it was an idol. Everyone else thinks it's like an advantage or a steal a vote or a whatever. He has a straight up whole by himself idol, and I don't know if he shared it with Corey or not.
Oof.
So I could literally be the only person that knows because I didn't tell anyone else.
Sounds good. We'll see how this all plays out, Mariah. Thank you. Good morning, Mackenzie.
Hi.
You're looking really refreshed.
Thank you. I'm feeling it.
So, tell us about the auction, touchy subjects, and your reward.
Okay, so touchy subjects, I got all of them except for one. And I'm glad no one has really seemed to clock it or talk about it yet, but like, I know what everyone's feeling and what's going on. So I won that, thought I was getting immunity. Nikki psyched me out, I didn't. But I did get the She Shed reward, which was very nice. And while we were there, I happened to get a towel that had the clue, which was amazing because I'm working with Jameson, but not Maris. I'm like iffy right now. This vote's gonna be crazy. Sorry, I'm skipping around. There is so much. So I didn't tell her about that. Koa kind of blew up my game a little bit last night. I tried to trust check Maris because I know that Eric has an advantage, and I asked her on the way back because she pitched a final 3. Okay, if that's real, does Corey or Eric have an advantage or anything? And she said no. So I was like, then I'm not going to share the clue with her. So we get back, and the clue is to go to the porta potty. So obviously the people with the clues are like being very weird around the porta potties. There's just like no couth about any of it. So she ends up coming up, and Koa's like, I don't know how it started, but he basically threw me under the bus, and because he's mad I didn't bring him on reward. Which is like, why would I bring 2 allies? So he points to Mariah and me in front of Maris and said, yeah, we all got the same clue on our thing. She found one, and I got one. And Maris turns to me and goes, is that true, Mackenzie? And yeah. So she goes in the porta potty because she knows the thing. She slams the door, she can't find it. She comes out and she's like, I'm going to bed. And then I just like went like that, and she's like, you lied to me, Mackenzie. I was like, you lied to me. So then we have such a beautiful night at the She Shed. We're like laughing, giggling on the way back, how we're the luckiest people, and now we're fighting in the woods.
But
Welcome
think,
back.
Yeah, right back into it. But I think that we ended on a good note, so I feel like I am at a really pivotal vote right now because it's going to show my hand, because I know Corey has safety without power, Eric has an advantage, and Maris is a part of that. So Corey's going to be leaving. They want me to vote with them. The other group doesn't know what they have. They know they have one advantage. They don't know that they have two. I'm trying to keep Jameson looped in, but I'm not exactly sure what I want to do here yet. I think if I vote out Maris or Eric here, that I have 3 people really, really mad at me on the jury. Although the others really straight up refuse to work with them. I don't know if lying about working with them is better. So I'm undecided on who I'm voting for right now.
Since you're in the swing position, like you said, and you feel very pivotal at this vote, how are you going to make sure that you make the right steps on day 7?
I don't know if there is a right step. I think there's one that's less worse, and I need to think about that while I'm here. If Koa is the vote, I said that I wouldn't vote him, but he is so emotional sometimes, and the way that he threw me under the bus last night, I'm willing to do that. I think he'd be a really good person to bring to the end, however, because I think he's starting to bother a lot of people, or they don't appreciate his game style. So I don't know. I have to pick the lesser of 2 evils.
And any final thoughts before we head into extinction?
That sometimes being in a really great position can be a huge downfall, and I'm very worried about that happening for me.
Good luck, Mackenzie.